Chapter 13. Pelham pushed Matt forward, screaming at him in terror. "Use the gun, man! Use the gun!" Matt raised the heat gun with trembling hands, taking aim at the towering monsters. "No!" The shout came spiraling through the wind. "Don't do it!" The doctor appeared through the snow, racing towards them. The Merca nearest to them turned its head towards the noise. Ignoring the doctor's shouted warning, Matt pressed the trigger. The beam of heat seared into the Merca's side, filling the air with the reek of charred flesh. It reared up, shrieking in pain. Matt fired again and again. This time, the Merca turned its huge head, looking for the thing that was hurting it. Matt stared upwards as the Merca bore down on him. A huge claw lifted into the air and slammed down. The Mercas started to turn on the injured one. They began to fight amongst themselves, driven into a feeding frenzy by the smell of blood. The doctor fumbled in his pocket as one of the creatures started to lurch towards them. "Don't move," he hissed. Lizzie's eyes widened in horror as the Merca got closer and closer. The doctor was still mucking about with his sonic screwdriver. Lizzie closed her eyes. She could almost feel the monster's hot breath on her face. Suddenly, the air was filled with an electronic warbling. At once, the roaring of the Mercas stopped. Lizzie forced one eye open. The monsters were lumbering away from them. They were heading towards the soldiers again. "What did you do?" she asked. The doctor peered after them. "I threw a stick for them." "I'm sorry?" "Well, I created a sonic signal that the Mercas will follow, so they'll probably do pretty much what I tell them." He tailed off. Lizzie followed his gaze to where Pelham was kneeling down alongside Matt's lifeless body. "Except they were ordered not to kill anyone," the doctor went on. "They were just meant to keep the Navy boys busy. The pain from the heat gun must have driven them mad." "It wasn't your fault. You tried to warn him." The doctor nodded and crossed to Pelham's side. "I'm sorry." Pelham said nothing. In the distance, the doctor could hear the rattle of machine guns and the muffled sound of the soldiers as they retreated from the bellowing monsters. "We really do need to get out of here. The Mercas will drive everyone out of the area. I can finish this here and now." Pelham looked up at the doctor sadly. "Matt never questioned me. Never. He really did think that I was right. He was wrong." Pelham stiffened. His hand reached out for the Sea Devil heat gun clutched in Matt's lifeless fingers. The doctor took a step backwards, pulling Lizzie behind him. "Mr. Pelham, please, that's not going to help anyone. We can sort this out, I promise you. We can escape." The answer came from behind them.
"No, human. There is no escape for any of you."
The doctor whirled to find General Veldak glaring at them, hatred in his jet-black eyes. He was still groggy, swaying unsteadily on his feet, but the flat disc of his heat gun was aimed right at them. "It's over, General." The doctor did his best to stay calm. "Partok, Okla, and the others are all back in hibernation. The best thing you can do is join them."
"You lie."
"Look around you, General. This place is nothing but ice and rock. There is nothing for your people here. Lead your troops back into the sea. Hibernation is your only option."
"Perhaps you are right, Doctor.
Veldak lowered his weapon.
But if we cannot reclaim this planet, then at least I can take it from you."
The Sea Devil turned and aimed his weapon at the convoy of tractors loaded with barrels of fire ice.
"If Partok was right, there is enough altered fuel here to make this planet unbearable for humans. We will emerge when the sun has done its work and made this land green once more."
There was a harsh buzz and a searing of heat as Pelham fired the Sea Devil weapon. The ice beneath General Veldak's feet vanished in a cloud of hissing steam, and the Sea Devil commander vanished from view. "Oh, you beauty!" The doctor couldn't hide the astonishment in his voice. "That's perfect! The heat ray will have scrambled the thermal control on his armor. He'll be thrown into emergency hibernation mode." Pelham tossed the heat gun through the smoking hole in the ice. "Can we get out of here now, please?" The three of them hurried towards the waiting helicopters. As Pelham clambered into the pilot's seat, he pressed a button on the radio. "Admiral Turner," he said, "tell your troops to pull out. The base power system is going critical. The explosion will be local, but the shockwave will probably crack the ice sheet. Abandon the barrels. Concentrate on getting the personnel clear." The helicopter lifted into the air.